the future of remote collaboration. I'm Tonya Hall, and joining me is Simon Glass, CEO of Discuss.io. Welcome, Simon.
Thank you, Tonya. Very nice to be with you today. Thanks for having me on your show.
Absolutely. Explain to our audience what your mission is at Discuss.io.
Yeah, Discuss.io is an enterprise video platform, and we've been doing this for about the last 6 years. And at Discuss, we're very focused on one particular industry vertical. We're focused on the market research vertical. So essentially, what we do here at Discuss, we've created an online platform to take the traditional focus group where large companies do their market research. So ordinarily, they would recruit consumers and customers, and they would bring them to hotel rooms and conference centers, and they would do their market research that way. But what we have done here at Discuss.io, we're basically mimicking that through our video platform. So essentially, we're taking what has been a very travel-intensive and labor-intensive manual work process, and we're bringing it online, and we're basically replicating a focus group in our video platform. So we've got a lot of features and functionality that you would ordinarily connect to a physical focus group. So that's what we do here at Discuss.io. As I said, we've been doing it for about 6 years, and working with a lot of large global companies, and in particular working a lot with large global consumer goods companies, helping them in their market research journey.
The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the trend for remote working, but that's a trend we're going to see continue. So how is this sudden demand for remote collaboration tools driving the video conferencing industry?
Yeah, I would say that it's driving the video conferencing industry really fast right now. It's super interesting what's happening as I look at the video conferencing industry. It's clear that what we now have is an industry that used to be a nice to have and is clearly a must have right now. As you know, hundreds of millions of people are now working from home and don't have those physical meetings, not going to the office, etc. Doing video conferencing is an absolute must. So, I mean, that's probably stating the obvious, but also like what I would add to that is that we all feel a lot more comfortable doing video conferencing right now. Like traditionally, or maybe 6 months ago, 9 months ago, 12 months ago, a lot of us maybe didn't feel that comfortable with video conferencing. Now we feel a lot more comfortable with video conferencing, which is really, I think, a good thing. Also, I would say, Tonya, that there's been a real sprint or a real race to get users. And obviously, Zoom was super quick out of the gates here a couple of months ago. And I would say Zoom is probably ahead in terms of signing up new users. And then Facebook Messenger Room comes into the fray a couple of weeks ago. And now Google, with their Meet capability, are now in the fray as well. So it's highly competitive right now, and it's been kind of interesting to watch over the last couple of months, this competition happening, and this competition to essentially grab new users. And also interesting to watch it and assess it from the perspective of an actual business model. As I look at it that way, you know, there's a lot of free consumption and free trials being offered. So that's something I think that all of us need to look at quite closely as it goes forward in terms of whether or not companies can truly make a profit from what they're doing right now. And then probably the last point I would make is that, yes, there's been tremendous growth in terms of consumption of video conferencing tools, but I would say that the industry is still very much in its infancy in regards to the development of video conferencing tools. I would say that what we have is really quite basic in terms of a basic video chat and enabling like you and I to connect the way that we're doing today. I think there's a tremendous opportunity for more development in this space and creating a better, smarter set of tools as we go forward.
With so much interest in this space, and as to your point, potentially more competition, what are some of the innovations you expect to see in remote collaboration in the near future?
Yeah, so some of what I would expect to see, Tonya, would be the way I think about it is layering on more smart video. So we're all very comfortable and we're very aware of smartphones and smart TVs, and our phone, our smartphone is, we're now doing so much with it. And the point I made previously in regards to video being in its infancy, I think now there's a terrific opportunity to do what I would call smart video and actually create a much deeper set of capability and functionality around video, so that users of the actual video platform can get more from the meetings. So for example, getting more business insights from the meetings is a particularly promising potential here, I would say. And then also from a security perspective, clearly there needs to be work done and there needs to be progress within the industry in regards to privacy and security. I think that's really going to become table stakes as we go forward. And then the other piece that I see great potential for here is to more tailor the video platforms for the type of meetings. Today, I would say it's very much a one size fits all in terms of we've got Zoom, we've got Google Meet, we've got Facebook Messenger, WebEx, etc. And it's one simple meeting room, and it's trying to meet the needs of actually hundreds of different types of meetings. So I think that's a really unique opportunity for the industry going forward to try to create capability that's more tailored to specific types of meetings.
What technology breakthroughs and maybe convergence most excite you for pushing the limits of remote collaboration?
So in terms of the technology breakthroughs, what I was mentioning there in regards to having meetings where one can get true insights that will drive business decisions, I think that's just a massively exciting, high potential topic, because as I look at video conferencing and where we are in the world today, I think there's a very real potential that 20, 30, 40% of meetings in the future will be done via video conferencing. Maybe it's like 1% before we went into the whole COVID-19 issue, but I think there's a huge potential that so many more meetings will be done via video. And with that being the case, wonderful potential to increase the productivity of our meetings by layering on more technology. So you and I are having this meeting here today over Zoom, I believe. And obviously the meeting is being recorded, but we can do so much more as an industry in terms of transcribing it, in terms of searching, in terms of searching what I'm saying on the call here, also in terms of capturing key moments from our meeting, but also potentially layering on AI to really drill into, well, what's the sentiment? Like what's Simon's mood, or what's Simon saying? Layering on sentiment analysis, layering on emotional analysis. So I see just a tremendous opportunity to better optimize the types of meetings that we have, because in the future, I hope we're doing more meetings using video. And then ultimately, I think there's the opportunity for us all to have less meetings because we're having better meetings. We're actually capturing the data and we're sharing the insights and we're generating more insights. So for me, those are just really exciting, key technology potential improvements I think we have here.
I think we might all agree that we want less meetings. Simon Glass, CEO of Discuss.io. If somebody wants to connect with you, maybe they've got more questions about the research and work that you've done, how can they do that?
Oh, absolutely. Feel free to reach out to me via email directly, simon@discuss.io, or you can hit our website, discuss.io. Thank you.
Absolutely. And find more of my interviews right here or go to tonyahall.net. Thanks for watching.